YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Cooper here, back with another video. In today's video, we're gonna be doing the Apex Season 8 Legend tier list. Now, I didn't want to do, two separate videos with casual and rank, so I kind of wanted to just do one and kind of just give like my overall opinion on the character itself and kind of like blend it in a way. So we're just gonna do it like that. It won't be in specific order. I mean, obviously the characters and Legends and S and are gonna be the better characters in the game, and the Legends and F are gonna be the worst Legends, pretty much. Um, Starting things off, Bangalore. I'm gonna put Bangalore in B tier. Now she's a really good character. Her kit isn't really that impactful on the map. She has her passive is really good. When you shoot at her, she can increase sprint speed, so to just get away from pinches. Kind of with her smoke grenades as well to get away. I think it just comes down to the people using Bangalore. I mean, you run into the people that use her alt and slow you down and let people get away. So and, they just smoke themselves out and just keep smoking the area around your teammates, and it just makes the experience terrible because can't really ever get away with getting kills when you have a shit Bangalore on your team. But like I said, her kid's decent. There's just better legends in the game, pretty much. Bloodhound, he's one of the best legends in the game. He has wall hacks all game. Literally, I think it's like on this 20-second cooldown. His passive is really good. You can just see where enemies travel to. You can see it to the exact time they were there, what they were doing. They were healing or popping shields. You can see everything. His ult is amazing. Being able to move faster, and you can kind of see the entire map really. And your tacticals on a shorter cooldown while you're in your ult. Um, yeah, this legend is just he's so broken right now to me. My opinion for casual rank everything. You need a bloodhound on your team. I think he works with every single comp when it comes to rank as well. So you definitely need him on your team. Yeah, he's definitely one of the best legends in the game. Caustic as well. I'm gonna put Caustic in S tier as well. If you have like a really defensive comp, um, he's just going to take over, especially in game. When I run into Caustic towards any game or even mid game, and they have gas traps everywhere, I just completely go the other way. There's no point in trying to fight a Caustic when he's set up with his traps in any building. His passive is okay. I mean, to see through the gas, of course. It goes with his kit. His ult is like really broken to for him able to just throw the gas to slow you down, and it does like an absurd amount of damage. Um, yeah, I think he's really good. It's just a great defensive character. Um, the best character for endgame other than Gibraltar, in my opinion. So he's definitely up there in S tier. Crypto, I think Crypto is really good. I'm gonna put Crypto in A tier. I just think a lot of people don't know how to use his kit. His drone itself to be able to grab your banners, to revive teammates, to just see information on the map is just good. Um, yeah, he can do so much open and close doors. It's just crazy what his drone can do. His ult's pretty good too. The EMP it does a lot of damage as well. So I just think we haven't seen that many good crypto, so people just kind of write him off because we have an easier character with information with Bloodhound. But I think crypto is fairly good once you come across a really good one. Fuse, I'm gonna put Fuse in B tier. Um, his kit is just kind of weird. His knuckle cluster is tactical, is pretty decent to get people out of cover and do a little bit of damage when people are weak. I've gotten kills and down people when they try to run away from me. I just shoot it, fairly across the map and get kills. Um, I think his passive is his best thing to be able to just hold more grenades, and you can kind of shoot them faster, and you can shoot them towards a longer distance. I think that's pretty good, but his kit is just it's just kind of weird. It's not very impactful as people thought it would be. His ult's pretty good though. It's one of the strongest ults in the game. To just be able to lock people in one area and they take so much damage to try to leave. I think you have to really build a good comp around him, like with a Horizon, to be able to. Now he pops his ult and then she can just suck people inside, and then you can just chuck nades at him. I think he works best around a comp built around him. But I'm gonna keep him at B tier. Gibraltar is broken. Best legend in the game. And I main him, so like he's the best. Um his gun shield, you can take Kraber shots, don't take any damage. It's broken. His dome gets you out of so many sticky situations to be able to rotate on the map. In game, a Gibraltar can literally win you games. Um, if you have a good Gibraltar on your team and he saves that all or pops a really good all in game, he'll win you the game. Um, yeah, he can res faster under his bubble. Just bubble fighting in general with a massive like you can't 1v1 a good Gibraltar. Like a good Gibraltar with a massive and his shield up, you're not gonna kill him. So yeah, he's completely broken. I don't know what they're gonna do with him soon as far as nerves because I think one's definitely coming soon. Um, yeah, he has just the best overall kit in the game. The best overall kit. Horizon, I think she's the second best legend in the game. I know I didn't say this was in order, but since we're talking about just like the S legends, like this, I guess I'll kind of say that in a way. Uh, I'll rank them in a way, I guess. Horizon, I think she's like the second best legend in the game. I think especially on Kings Canyon right now, I think verticality is a must, and she can just get into spots that no other, legend can really get into other than Pathfinder. And even still, like he has to wait for his ultimate. Hers is on, uh, hers is her tactical. So they did try to nerf it a little bit. I think they nerfed it by like 6 seconds now. But yeah, she's still like the goat. Like her ult's pretty hit or miss, but just be able to just suck people in one area and hit them with nades. That's why I said like you build a comp with Horizon and Fuse, it works perfectly. Even with Cossack as well, you can pop her ult and squeeze everybody together, and then he can drop his gas and like you'll do a ton of damage. I mean, your pass is really good to be able to just kind of jump from long distances and what like not having that animation when you get stuck for like a second or two. She could just slide right out of it and just keep the momentum going. Um, yeah, but I think her tactical is what makes this character to just get so high up in the air and just have 100% accuracy in the air. Just she's the goat 100%. Lifeline, I'm gonna put Lifeline in B tier. Um, her drone's pretty good, to heal. I think the best part about Lifeline is her passive, just to be able to just keep resing your teammates over and over again, and then she has kind of like that cone shield, um, and you can kind of still fight around that too, because when you're picking your character, your legend up, they don't take incoming damage, so you kind of just fight around that. Her ult's okay. I mean, sometimes you'll get decent armor, but you mainly just get shield cells and syringes mainly. But yeah, I mean, I think what they should do, I think everybody's saying it as well, is I think if she's going to be like a healing based character, she should have kind of like the ability that the gold armor has to be able to just use syringes and heal faster and things like that. I think they should just give that to her kit overall, and I think she'll be a way better character. But I think you really only use Lifeline if you think you have shit teammates. You want to just keep picking them up, and you have the res. You can just keep doing it over and over again. But other than that, she doesn't have nothing really spectacular about her kit that's going to make you want to play her in casual or rank. Like other legends are just better. Um, Plus, she also has low profile, so she kind of gets blown up like so fast. Loba C tier. If I was doing this mainly just for pubs and just casual, I would put Loba higher, just for the sole fact that I think she's a good character to help people that are new to battle royales. I'm still fairly new to Apex as well. Um, I played in season 1 and 2, kind of took a break, but I played a lot of Blackout and Warzone. Like I played a lot of BRs for money and tournaments, things like that. So coming over here, I didn't have an issue with looting. That's really like not an issue with me. I think Loba's a great character to help bring newer audience in that don't really know how to loot well. So you can just kind of drop in, get her all, and just get every item that you need on the map. Get your favorite class set up pretty much. I think that's pretty much it. Her tactical ability, it takes too long for like the arc to even go up, so you can teleport to the area. I think they need to make that faster to make her more valuable. But yeah, I think it's just a character for newcomers. You see a couple of Lobas in rank, I think it's kind of obnoxious, really. But I mean, she's alright. I put her in C tier. Mirage, I'm gonna put in C tier as well. Um, the decoys, they don't really fool people as much. They did just make the footsteps louder with the decoys, so I guess you can kind of, fool enemies that way. I think the best thing going for him is his invisible res, pretty much. I mean, his ult's pretty good too if you know how to use it. You can kind of get if you're in a 1v1 and you can pop the ult to kind of confuse the enemy and get a couple of shots off to win that. But other than that, I mean, he's a fun character to use. Like you can use him in pubs and have fun with him, but in rank, nah, he has no place in rank. Octane. I'm gonna put Octane in A tier. They just recently buffed his jump pad, so he can kind of go further now, especially when he slide jumps. So I think this really helps with the rotations down, especially with Kings Canyon being so massive. And like I said before, with Horizon, the verticality is good too. So I think Octane brings more to the table now with his jump pad. Um, he has like really great mobility with his tactical. His pass is really good too to just keep getting health when you're not in combat. So yeah, I think his thing before was he just didn't really bring anything to the table because his jump pad was his ultimate, and then Horizon came out and she had what Octane had, what it was with her tactical ability. So I think now with his recent buff, kind of bumps him up there. It's still like undivided in the community. Like some people say he's still bad, some people still he's still good. So I just think we'll see over time with this season. Um, what he can really bring to the table. I mean, I think he's really good in casual and rank, in my opinion. Pathfinder, I'm gonna put him in A tier as well. Same thing with Octane and Horizon, just verticality, mobility is what's best in this game. Um, he has low profile, which makes it kind of bad. His hitbox is way bigger now, so he just gets blown up. Um, but I think if you have a good Pathfinder on your team, you can tell the difference and just be able to just grapple around the map. And his ultimate to get in high places like Horizon is still fairly good. It's just the low profile and the hitbox kind of fucks him now because he just dies so fast. Yeah, so he's still fairly decent though. If you have a good Pathfinder, you can still bring him in rank and still do some damage. Rampart D tier. Um, I tried using her when Season A dropped because the buff to the Spitfire and her shield, but it still just doesn't work. Her ultimate just sometimes you don't even really have time to even get it out. You would have to like set up in the middle of the circle and set that bitch up. But other than that, you can't do much with her really. Um, yeah, I feel like they just need to like completely rework her. I think her shield ability is fine. I just think they need to like rework her ult or something so she can do more damage on the map. Because at this point, she can't do shit. Like, and then the machine gun, it takes so long to rev up. So it's just like, what can you really do? Um, I think they need to buff the shields even more. They still get blown up. Like with Fuse's knuckle cluster, he can completely destroy her shields. So I think she just gets like countered by everybody. Um, Now Watson, I'm gonna put Watson at B tier. Now, like I stated before, I came from other BRs that were a bit faster. Apex is it's kind of weird. I think some of the top players have like a really campy playstyle, and I'll be the one to admit it. It's kind of pussy to me. But I mean, if you have a good Watson on your team, like what can you really do? She can just set up her fucking electrical fences everywhere. Her ult's pretty good to be able to just block incoming nades and stuff like that, and reshield your armor a little bit. But it's just a playstyle. Like, I'm more of an aggressive playstyle, so when I see characters like Watson and Caustic just sitting in buildings all day, it kind of makes me cringe. Like we're still trying to play the game and have fun. Like yeah, you want to win, but it's like this characters like this are fairly cringy. I'm sorry, I'll be the one to say it. But I mean, she's fairly good for her kit and her role. I mean, if you want to have that campy playstyle, if you guys want to, pair this up with like a Bloodhound or Pathfinder or Crypto to be able to find the end circle and just kind of just set up shop there and rank up, or even in casual, just sit up there and try to get the win. If that's what you want to do, this is a perfect character for it. So yeah, she's fairly decent. Just put her in B tier. Wraith, I'm gonna put her in S tier. And she did have a nerf to her hitbox recently. She has low profile still, so people are trying to say that she dies a lot faster now. I really don't see it. I still think Wraith is one of the best legends in the game. She gets you out of pinches with her ultimate, her rift, to just get in and out of gunfights. It's amazing. Um, her phase, her tactical ability to just be able to just get away from um from enemies is just amazing. And like it's amazing. And even though her hitbox is still kind of like wonky still, and she does have low profile, like if you crouch spam with her, like you can barely hit her still. So I'm not really seeing a lot of people. I'm not understanding a lot of people saying that she's just like ass now. Like I don't see it. If you have a good Wraith in your team, you'll notice a difference in casual and rank. Last but not least, this is my opinion. I see a lot of people put Revenant on the bottom of tier lists. I don't understand why. His kit is amazing. I just think people just don't know how to use him and don't pay attention. I think Revenant is an A tier. His passive to be able to climb buildings faster and to crouch faster. I think you can crouch spam a lot with this character and win your 1v1s. He has a silence that silences every other legend's abilities for 20 seconds. And then his ultimate, he can get into the death totem and you pretty much have a free push of the team. And if they kill you, you just teleport back to it. I think people put it in the wrong areas and they just misuse it, so they think he's ass, or they stay too long in the totem and they end up just staying in the area they're in and they're low in health and they end up getting blown up for it. I think you really need to know how to play Revenant. Like you have to have a good team with you. You need to be communicating like, hey, I silenced them for 20 seconds. Oh, hey, I popped the totem here. Let's push this. Let's do this. Like I think he's amazing. Um, you don't really see him too much in rank. You see him a lot in casuals, but like I stated with Crypto before, I think his kit alone is so good. I think people just don't know how to use him, and that they people feel like they nerfed him to the ground, but I don't really see it. Um, yeah, I think he's still pretty dope. I think, in my opinion, you'll start to see a lot more Revenants when Gibraltar and like Horizon get nerfs in the future. I think you'll start seeing a lot more Revenants, especially like those aggressive playstyle players. You'll definitely see him more. Um, yeah, I think you just really need to build another team around him too. Like if he has like a good team comp around him, like a Bloodhound, and you can see where people are at and say, hey, I just silenced him. Hey, I pop my ult here. Let's push this. I think you just need communication and the right team around him, and he can be amazing. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. If you enjoyed the video, like the video down below. Let me know, what you thought about my tier list in the comment section below. If you agree with it or disagree, what I had to say about some of the legends, just let me know. And hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to bring out some more content with Apex and just different games in general, gaming news and reviews and things like that. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.